Hello, I'm Dudley Thompson, and welcome again to WDT Media TV. And today we are joined by Miss Joy Mackenzie. Yes, and she's known also as a gospel artist. A big song called "Some Christian People" that won inside What's the Word. But today, not about music. It's about Joy, once an entrepreneur. And a classic example of how Jamaicans don't support Jamaican business people. She had a shop, a wholesale, beg your pardon, a wholesale on Princess Street back in the 1980s, and it's called Mother and Son M&S Wholesale and Princess Street. She was the only Jamaican at that time, the only black person at that time to have a wholesale on Princess Street. And then she had customers then, but after a while they all dried up. Joy Mackenzie is here with us to have her story as to why Jamaicans don't support her when she had M&M Wholesale along Princess Street as the only black Jamaican to have a wholesale on Princess Street back in the 1980s. Going to hear her story. Joy Mama J Mackenzie. And Joy Mackenzie, welcome to WDT Media TV.
Welcome, Dudley.
Tell Jamaicans now, you start out as an IC high, right?
Yes, but
And then you work your way up. No, you can't do that. How did you get started as an ICI Jamaican? Tell us now.
well, Dudley,
Uh-huh.
I had 3 children, 3 bonus boys.
Mm-hmm.
And me and them father left when the last one was 6 weeks old.
Mm-hmm.
And he wouldn't support the boys. So I had to move over to my mom's house and dad's house. They take care of the children. And I said, what I should do? 'Cause I have got no money. So I get $10.
I mean, 10 Jamaican dollars.
10 Jamaican dollars.
In what year? You can remember the year? About 1979, 1980?
At them time there.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to town and I buy a bag of sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And I sell. And I go back and I buy 2 bags. And I sell until I mount up.
And then they become an official ICI.
And from the amount till that I'm 80 was in swing. And you could carry 200 US to go to 80 and get a lot of things.
So you went to Haiti and started to buy
So
goods.
after I sell the sweetie and build up the money, somebody tell me, said, Joy, why don't you try 80? I'm going, and I say, but me don't have no money to go 80. And I said, you can go 80 with 200 US man. And I said, but me don't have the plane fare. And he said, she said, work on the plane fare. And I work on it, and then the plane fare the cheap turn. So I'm going to go 80. And I spend what, like 2 days, and I buy the plastic shoes, brown. You remember them little brown plastic shoes and
What they call ladder?
no man.
That ladder one. Not ladder.
No, some little brown, old and black, old for the boys.
Yeah man, they call ladder. Yeah man, ladder.
Huh?
Yeah.
And I buy brassiere, and I buy baby comb and brush. We buy chimney, we buy wash brush. And like Christmas time, we buy the little water guns, so you know you have to hide them there.
Alright. And then now you move off the street now and rent. You become an ICI.
No man, we have to continue.
And you
Build up the money from 80 till the money start to build. Because 80 goods used to sell, so every week we gonna 18.
So you travel to Haiti regular?
Regular, I have 2 passports of pair 80 stamp.
Wow.
And then
Alright,
now,
for clarity, you buy good, not Obia, right?
not Obia,
Goods.
So after that now, I said, okay, somebody said, why you don't try Panama?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, I'm going to Panama. I didn't remember how much I carried, but it wasn't a lot of money. I buy some jeans and shirts. But because we don't understand what I'm talking about.
Spanish.
And I went with somebody, but they weren't nice. Because we live from the zone and go from the central.
Yes.
And when I coming home back, I saw some men with some little meat and a steak.
Mm.
So I stopped to purchase one, and they leave me and go over to a restaurant. So when we look, I don't see them. So everybody was say, excuse me, you can tell me where the bus leaves to go back to the hotel on the, what do you call it?
In Panama?
Yeah, on the fence, the
zone.
The fence or whatever. Everybody I go to, they don't speak English.
Yeah, it's a Spanish speaking country.
Can't understand them. So me start to ball. Can night I come down, I know if to get the bus to go back at the hotel. So when them see me a ball, me all swing with the stick with the meat. You nobody want that again. Them they overcross the road. I'll kill themselves with laugh and I watch me a ball. Them come out, them say them simply never drop down, so them come out and call me. I vex with them, I never eat nothing or nothing.
So
anyway, I never go back to Panama. I go Curacao and I buy Curacao. Buy till me say yes no.
So you started Haiti, the Panama and out to Curacao.
Yeah, and then I said now it's time for me to get my visa.
And you go to the USA.
And I went and I get turned down 5 times.
Wow.
And the last time they write me back and call me to bring in the documents. And it took 2 years before I got called. Curacao goods that fail and me make money, so I'm not interested to go for the visa.
So that you was at ICI then?
Yeah.
With downtown?
Yeah. I used to sell on Barry Street. So then no, I said, okay. One day I said, well, you know something, I'm going to go for the visa now. And got to Curacao the week before, clear the goods. I had just coming on to Christmas, so I had some stuff at home, so I cleaned them up, toys and shoes and then something and carried them downtown. Clear the goods like yesterday and go embassy today. When I got, one man said go back down where you left your goods, but I said no. So when we get the pin ticket to go back to the visa, I got the travel service. When we get the visa, I got a 1 year first. When I got the visa, and I traveled 40 times in the 1 year.
You mean to America?
Yeah.
40 times?
37 times to Miami, 1 day, and 3 times to New York.
Hold on there. Rewind. You got a 1 year visa.
1 year visa. And
I went to Miami 37 times?
Yes, and New York.
Within 1 year?
Within 1 year.
Say buying goods.
Buying goods.
So in Jamaica, you take plane like taxi?
Yeah, I take plane like taxi.
In Jamaican vernacular.
So I started to sell. A friend used to buy sweetie from, she died now, Igla, ICI. And then to me she was saying, she said, now that you get a visa, you can buy sweetie and come sell me. And I start out with she first. And then she started to rob me, so I show her off.
After she robbed you, started selling to wholesale now?
Yeah, cut her off, because she died with a whole heap of money for me.
And then, alright, talk to us now about your transition from moving from being an ICI to now being the only black person with a store on Princess Street.
Well, I never used to just buy sweetie. I used to buy like grocery, macaroni and cheese, baby food, everything in groceries. Pancake, everything in grocery, cornflakes, soap, tissue, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I used to go to the flea market. And then somebody said, you don't need a flea market, you need a wholesale. And I used to sell appliance and them stuff there. Blender, pressure cooker, component set, blah, blah.
Wait, you're a rich man.
So, I decided to open a wholesale.
That is called Mother and Son Wholesale. M&S. At 35 Princess Street back in the days. 34.
Alright. So.
Alright, hold on. When they just started wholesale, what was business like for you?
Good.
Because
the people, when I was selling to the wholesale, I sit at a stall at the corner of Barry Street and Orange Street, where I used to sell sweeties to wholesale just like the Chinese.
Yeah.
And I had my customers. They used to support me.
And you were the only black person among pure Chinese and Asian along Princess Street with a store, with a wholesale?
Yeah. No, all of them sell foreign sweets. I remember me used to sell them sweets too.
And them sell back, you sell them and then sell back? And you get a store now
for myself.
With them now? And then Jamaicans was buying from you on a regular basis.
Yeah, I had my customers them throwing, come up from country from Saturdays, etc.
And buy from you.
And buy from me.
What's interesting now, why do you think the Jamaican just stop support you all of a sudden?
I don't know. They just stop. The sweet to them start melt. Macaroni and cheese get with everything. I wouldn't discuss the amount of money I lose.
So when you see the support stop coming from the Jamaican, what was going through your mind at that point in time?
The Lord give it and the Lord take it away. Blessed be the name of
No,
the
this is
Lord.
a classical, but they were not buying from the Chinese beside you
Yeah,
around you.
China, yeah.
and not buying from you as a Jamaican.
No, I never again.
So Jamaican don't support you as a Jamaican, as a store owner in downtown
They
Kingston.
must think with the tourist card that I had 5 vehicles.
Oh, you think you're rich man, you have 5 vehicles, yeah.
Yeah, I had 5 vehicles.
And they knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a Jamaican. A Jamaican, work hard as an ICI, you work very hard, save money, open a store in downtown Kingston, 5 vehicles, and Jamaican stop support you.
And just stop support me. Everything just went down.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So in the store one day, open, and no customer.
No customers. And it go on for weeks.
For
I
weeks?
Just decide to
Sitting down there, no customer.
no customer.
And beside you, a study with customers beside you with a Chinese store.
Go straight down, up and down the road.
And
Two
you-
sides.
And you as a Jamaican, no customer.
No customer.
Joy Mackenzie, a classical case of how Jamaican don't support Jamaican. 5 vehicles, a store downtown, mother and son wholesale, 5 vehicles, and Jamaicans stop support you.
Stop support me. So I had to close down business.
So what about your prices? Were they competitive?
No,
Are
same like
the Chinese, same
yeah,
price?
Same price.
I know stop by from because of the fact that you are Jamaican.
Right. I'm a black person. I'm the only black. Sometimes people pack, you don't have market people, they sell on the plaza. But, and sometimes the customers come to market and they would crowd the store. Wow, if many more Jamaicans could be like this, oh, it impressed them
Yeah.
to see a black person. And my wholesale was well stocked, just like the other Chinese wholesale. If you come in my store, you wouldn't believe it's a black person wholesale. It's stocked more than even some of the Chinese wholesale.
And boy, it's sad that you as a Jamaican have a wholesale downtown and Jamaican refuse to buy from you. And your price is just like Chinese
Just
price.
like the Chinese.
So when you're in the store and see the weeks and weeks and no customer, it didn't affect you any way?
No, because I was a Christian, then I just played my Christian songs and rejoiced. I would make sure. There was a man, he had a truck and he always come at the old place to buy his goods. He had a business place. And when the man saw how much things would throw away, he cried. He said, darling, tears come to my eye. I can't believe a black person losing so much. And that was just one old, because after I leave there, I went around Beckford Street, because the rent was high, and then the money not coming in, so I have to leave to a cheaper wholesale. Couldn't keep all of the goods. Tash you again in a whole heap around there. Let me just decide to carry home the rest and come out of business. So that's what I did.
After Jamaicans stop supporting you.
Yeah, and when I was at Beeson Street, I was on a 3-day fasting. Keep at church, but if you had a business I have to go work, you keep it at your workplace or your business place. And I had it at my business place. And while I was reading my Bible and praying, heard a voice say, get a pen. And I was still praying, and I heard a voice say, get a paper. And I was still praying, and I heard a voice say, and write. And I stopped praying and said, write what? And I heard a voice say, songs. And from that I started writing songs. And my first song was Deeper and Deeper Indeed. And I wrote 14 songs in less than an hour.
Wow. You heard there from Joy Mackenzie, Mama J, gospel artist, entrepreneur, a classic example of how Jamaicans don't support Jamaican business people. I'm Dudley Thompson, for WDT Media TV.